Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Why Would We Know? I'm Rajat,
I'm Andreas, hi.
and today we'll be talking about the episode 7 of Rings of Power Season 2, Doomed to Die.
Doomed to die, yeah.
Doomed to Die,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
So I
lots of
guess,
action, so
yeah, that's what we're expecting, that, there will be so much of an action, here. So let's see how that turns out.
now let's do that.
Let's do that. All right. So, I'm gonna give the mic directly to Andreas because he was telling me off camera that he has a lot to say about this episode.
Yeah,
So,
I do.
over to
So
you.
yeah, so we watched basically the siege of Eragium beginning, right?
Yep.
So all the orcs are in front of the city, and they have built all their trebuchets and fire at the city with. I guess first they fire these fireballs into the city, and then they see, okay, we cannot go into the city because there is this river and we
Yep.
don't
Hmm.
cannot cross the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they decide to fire the trebuchets at the mountains behind where the river flows, and then the breaking parts of the mountain fall into the river and build a dam, and then therefore the river dies off, and so they can walk through the mud. But what
Hmm.
I had a question then. Okay, so if they can destroy mountains with their trebuchets, why don't they just destroy the city with this mountain with this trebuchets?
Uh, yeah, that's a good question, but it could be that they don't have that many, whatever trebuchets required,
Yeah,
to
and
destroy
as
the whole.
soon as everybody in the city is dead, they can use the bridge.
Yeah, but the
There's a
thing is, see,
bridge.
with trebuchet, yes, you can try to destroy the city, but I don't. I mean, it has to be so perfectly marked that it hits the target and kills all the people inside. Because as long as the people are still alive, you've not conquered
Yeah,
the city.
okay. Yeah, well, let's
So ground
oversee
assault
that.
is needed.
Yeah. So yeah, um,
But yeah, that thing I found weird though, because I don't know that mountain. It looked like on the sides of the I don't know this city. It was
yeah.
not like where they were actually, and I don't know how come the mountain rock slide happened and it actually landed directly there and created like a passage for them.
No,
Uh,
no, it just fell into the river, and so the river was they basically built a makeshift dam. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like it was so precise that it actually fell where it was supposed to, not on them or on the city. So
Yeah,
but it's okay.
yeah.
You can
They are master
do that.
shooters, you know.
Yep, yep.
So yeah. So and what else happens? Elrond is crying for help. Right?
Yes, he's in Khazad-dûm. Yes,
Yeah, and they introduce
and
himself. Oh yeah, oh there's a mysterious
yeah,
man waiting for you. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
everybody knew it was
Everybody knew.
Elrond.
Yeah, and I
And
was hoping that I.
then we see this love scene.
Mhm.
Oh, Durin, I missed you so much.
Yeah,
Did you notice that? It was kind of weird
the
energy in the
bromance.
room.
That's
Yeah,
bromance. Yeah.
bromance, a real bromance, right?
Mhm. I mean, I like. Durin, the
Yeah,
four. His
yeah,
character is a great character, great actor, and all. And I was hoping that whatever their reunion or whatever that happened, it could have happened few episodes before. Maybe or Elrond could come for seek for his help a bit sooner. So you could get to know about a lot of the stuff that's happening. Maybe could stop him from giving more mithril, to Sauron or whatever. But yeah, that didn't
mm,
happen. Uh,
yeah.
but
So
yeah,
yeah,
I
and
didn't do
currently
much
in
anything.
Casa Doom, there
Mhm.
is some problems with Durin the Third because he's
Yeah,
supposedly going crazy. His greed has taken him over, and he wants to
yeah.
dig deeper and dig deeper. And Disa and Durin fear that, oh my god, if he digs deeper, he might wake up some
Hmm.
unknown evil that they have
Yeah,
shown millions times before.
yeah.
That it is a Balrog.
Hmm.
So yeah. Um, So just later, then let's continue this Elrond Durin story for a second.
Yep.
What did you think about this scene when they are fighting in, mid fight on the battleground and everything is looking bad?
Mm-hmm.
But Elrond is telling everybody, "Hey, wait until 5 o'clock in the morning. Look to the north. Then the
Mm-hmm.
dwarves will come." And then
Yeah.
they have everybody looks at the hill and they see the sun rising in the north or whatever. I don't know which direction they said, but anyways. And
Uh,
then there was a horse, and see the dwarfs are coming, and then oh no, it's just one horse, and it was this
yeah.
other guy with lots of arrows in his body and so on. You know what? This reminded me on about a scene, this fight in Helm's Deep. Remember in
Mm-hmm.
the
Yep.
second movie?
Yep. Yep. When
Yeah.
I think
On, on,
Gandalf
on,
also
on the
comes in
10th day of blah blah blah, look to the east, and then
there.
everybody looks to the east, and then Gandalf with his white
Gandalf comes.
horse,
Yeah.
and woo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was basically the same scene. With a different outcome, of course, because nobody
Yeah.
came, but yeah, it's a little
True.
bit lazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lull moment,
Hmm.
for Elrond, he was expecting. But the thing is, like, as soon as we saw that scene where we saw Durin the Fourth talking to one of his commanders who was saying that, your father has gone completely mad now and he's killing our own people, just to keep digging. And that was the point I think everyone knew was watching this episode that, hey, he's not going to show up, you know. Uh,
I don't
and
know
I
about
was
that.
pretty
Yeah,
sure, like
we.
I'm like they're gonna, because like if he comes, then the outcome would be that they would defeat Adar, and then the outcome would be that Sauron might not get what he wants. That is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
how
yeah,
the story is
sure,
gonna go.
sure. It was predictable that this would happen. That's no question. But the reason they gave why
That
he
was a
did not
stupid
appear.
reason. Yes, yes, I could not fathom that reason as well. Because okay, I understand your father has gone mad, right? And he has
Right.
killed few soldiers, but do you really have to take or bring back the entire army just to stop your father?
You're
Send
right.
50 soldiers, they will take care of him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he might be strong,
Yeah,
but 4 or 5 dwarfs can handle him. I
yeah.
mean, he doesn't
Maybe
need
just
an
send 50.
army.
He has an army of thousands, just send 50 or
Yeah,
100 at max, you know.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, so
That
well,
was a
but
stupid, stupid
who
reason.
knows? Yeah, I mean, maybe he has an army of his own. His dad.
That
We
can't
don't
be.
know.
That they have not shown. I mean,
Yeah,
but I mean,
if they had
whatever.
shown that the dwarves have split up in two factions, the
Mhm.
supporters of Durin Third and the supporters of Durin Fourth. Okay, then I'm fine. Then they have
Mhm.
to have an army, but they didn't show that. So
Yep, yep, yep. But yeah, that was a stupid reason to not show up when
yeah,
your friend is actually, waiting for you.
yeah.
Um,
At least he should have given a call. Hey, Aaron, I'm sorry I cannot come.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know, like
but
from
phones were not invented back then.
yeah. And the thing
Maybe
is,
everybody should have the important persons. Every one of them should have a palantir in his bag, just to have communication
mhm,
possibilities.
mhm.
At least it would
True,
be funny.
true, true. And I don't like, surprisingly, they have not. I think the only human kingdom that they've shown is Numenor, right? In this entire
Yes,
series, uh,
yes.
no
No,
other
yeah,
kings
oh,
or
and the
anything.
Southlands. The Southlands.
Southlands, but no, not the kings or anything of that.
No, they
Southlands people were
because
like fleeing, right? They were not really
yeah,
there.
yeah. Halbrand played their king then. No,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So apparently, the only one who could help Elrond was Durin, and he did not show up, and they didn't have a backup plan at all.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
if he
Anyways,
doesn't
and
show
then
up.
the reason why Durin the Third might dig up some evil in the ground, and we all know that's the Balrog. A little background information on Balrogs. What do you know about Balrogs?
I mean, I think I asked you last time, and if it's the same one, so I think in Lord of the Rings, I think I don't know, it was the first one or the second one, I don't remember, but we saw this like a big giant, like a fiery demon
Hmm.
kind of a sword with, I think, some horns. I
Hmm.
think he's the one who took Gandalf, back into the shadows or dark,
Yeah,
so
in the
something like that.
depth of Moria.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they
So I think that's the
fell and
one.
fell and fell. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I've just started again reading the Silmarillion. So I read the story about the Ainur, which are the gods basically of this world. There are a
Mhm,
few, and one of them. So there's Manwe, there's Aule. Aule is the creator of the dwarfs. That's
mhm,
their god. You heard in the series. Oh, thank Aule, and Aule will
mhm,
help us. That's basically those are all brothers. Manwe, Aule, and then there is Melkor. Melkor is
mhm,
one of them, but Melkor is the evil guy,
mhm,
and elves don't want to call him Melkor anymore. They only call him, just like a title, basically. Yeah, the darkest evil and so on. And in Elvish, this is Morgoth. Yeah? So
mhm.
that's the boss of Sauron, as we remember.
Yep.
So, um, so that's Morgoth, and he has servants, right? The most powerful servants are Balrogs. The Balrogs are servants to Morgoth, and
Mhm,
Sauron is the next powerful, similar on the same level. So Sauron is on the same level when it comes to the godliness, if you want.
mhm,
So there is Iluvatar. Then there is the Valar, Melkor, Manwë, Aule, and so on. So
mhm,
they are the first level basically, and then the second level, that is Sauron, Balrogs, and stuff like that.
mhm,
And Gandalf, the Istar, they're also on the third level. The Maya, the
mhm.
so-called Maya.
Yep.
So yeah, so now you know the power that those two creatures have, Balrogs and Sauron. So Sauron is
Mhm.
very powerful. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, this Balarok, they have not shown him a lot, even in the movies. Actually, I mean, there were
oh, in
like
the movie,
couple of
they
uh,
showed the full fight when Gandalf stands on the bridge. You cannot pass, and then he fights the
yeah.
Balrog, and it's wow, wow,
I
that
think
was one of the greatest scenes in the movies.
Balarok also appeared in some, I think, in Hobbit as well, or no?
I like I said, I have quite no memory about the Hobbit.
Mm.
The only thing I remember is Smaug the dragon.
Yes, he was there.
And
Yes.
this barrel ride in the river, which was
Hmm.
very unusual and unnecessary. But anyways, Balrogs I don't remember.
But yeah, I think the only thing I remember is that fight scene that he had with Gandalf. I think, and other than that, I think they've never shown him. I guess, right?
No, no. Yeah, that's the
Okay,
only
but
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's see. I don't know if it'll appear in this show, maybe next season. So who knows? Um, but it'll be funny,
It has to be because
if the Durin,
it,
huh?
they have to show Balrogs again because the like I said, that's one of the things Gandalf said in Lord of the Rings. The dwarves have digged too deep.
Mm-hmm.
When they walk to Moria and they hear the roaring, and then oh my god, that's a Balrog.
Yep.
Then Gandalf said, "Oh, the dwarves have digged too deep." So now that's basically referring to that time right now. So Durin the Third digged too deep because of his greed and woke up the Balrog.
Yep.
So yeah, so we will see the Balrog, I guess. At least
Yeah,
hope.
but it'll be funny. I mean, since Durin did not make it to the war, and still the Balrog
Right,
comes.
and even his reasoning for not showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I don't know, like if Elrond would be alive. Looking at how how where the episode ended. He was like on his knees, and the other was
We
almost
luckily we know that he has plot armor. Elrond is safe. Don't worry about Elrond.
what
Elrond
armor?
is not. Hmm?
What armor?
Plot armor.
How does that protect you? Like nothing
Yeah,
can.
because because yeah, plot armor is protecting Elrond because Elrond cannot die because we know that Elrond is part of Lord of the Rings. That's plot armor. The same is true for
But see,
Isildur
they have
and
made Elrond
Elendil.
and Galadriel case, so who knows? They might kill him.
Elrond? No, they cannot. They
I don't
cannot.
know. I mean,
Okay,
anything can happen.
yeah, yeah, sure. You are absolutely right. So since they don't care for the lore at all,
Yeah.
they could kill anybody. That's right. But
Because I mean, just asking, whatever armor he's wearing. Okay, if somebody tries to, like slit his throat, what is he gonna do?
yeah, he would die. But the showrunners cannot kill off Elrond because we know that Elrond survived all of that.
Okay, but then it'll be interesting to see how he survives that. Either Adar will not kill him right then, and just capture him maybe.
He
To do.
didn't. He just took the ring and then left, I guess.
I don't know. Like, why would he just leave him?
I
What's
don't
the
know.
point? I mean, he's like your one of your biggest enemies who could come back with more,
Yeah, Ada
power.
is the good guy in this series.
Yes, but still, he killed a lot of elves already.
Yeah,
So
but
just
still,
killing
he's a
one
good
more.
guy. He cares for his children. The little orcs with their
But
babies.
see, he is in a battleground. Okay, so he can kill him, and he has already killed a lot of elves. His children has killed a lot of elves. So just killing one more, the head of the elves in a way,
Yeah.
is good.
So to be clear, Elrond is not going to die no matter what.
We'll see.
So
This show
no, we
has
don't.
surprised us
No,
already many times.
no. I think they can do a lot of damage to the Lord of the Rings lore, but that they cannot do. They cannot kill. They
Why?
cannot kill
Okay, so now
Galadriel. They
what
cannot
what what
kill
if they
Elrond.
do?
They cannot kill Isildur. They cannot kill Elendil. Of course, they cannot kill Sauron. Well, in the end, they can, but they cannot kill Gil-galad. Yeah, so basically everybody in this series cannot be killed except side characters like this Valandil guy that still nobody mourns about his death.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, the daughter that doesn't exist, they can die. She can die, and I hope she does.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, uh, Random elf smith like this Miranda girl. uh, and yeah, so Arondir can die, the Theo can die, Bronwyn can die, and she did. We didn't see it, and we don't know why she died, but she died. But that's it. Gandalf cannot die. First of all, he shouldn't be there in the first place because he wasn't around at that time. But
Yeah.
whoever this wizard type guy is, he cannot die. So they are pretty limited in what
But yeah,
to
I
what
know,
to
but
kill
I'm
and
just
what not.
saying, if will you be surprised if they do kill, let's say,
Of
Gilgalad?
course, I would be surprised.
Yeah, because see, I mean, right now, where the episode ended, we saw most of the elves died, and Elrond was on his knees. We don't know where actually Gilgalad was. Was he still fighting, or he was also on his knees? We don't know. I think
Gilgalad,
I don't
yeah,
know.
this
It would be super weird, in a position where Adar is, like almost victorious over the elves, and he can kill both of them, Gilgalad and
yeah,
Elrond, if he wants.
yeah.
Why
Let's
would he
let
just
let's
let them be?
yeah, yeah. Uh, let's
I
just
mean, it
talk
will be
about
just like
this
similar way. For
fight.
example, just how that friend of Isildur died. He like defeated that guy and he turned his back with that sword. You know. So I mean, if Ada would be like, okay, I'm gonna let you go, and they have a sword, they can just Ada. The fuck.
Yeah, well, so like Ada is going to die in either the last episode, in the next episode, they kill Ada probably.
They should. I mean, I think Sauron would kill him.
Not Sauron. I guess they built up this other orc guy.
Yeah,
Oh, don't you
that is
love
an
me?
interesting. What's his
Don't you
name, by
love
the
us
way?
anymore?
What's his name? Does he have a
I
name?
don't know. Yeah, he has a name, but I don't know.
He's an interesting character, for sure. I
Yeah,
mean, the way he
uh,
looks, and he's more human than human. You know, he
well,
has a
no.
lot of empathy, and he thinks a lot. Like, should we do that or not? Is it a good choice? we are happy where we are. We don't need to, conquer anybody. We should not go to war or something. He's like, very well settled in his life, has no ambitions even further.
Is
But
his name maybe Gluck?
maybe, I don't know.
Anyway, so I guess he's the one that's going to kill Arthur because
Could
he
be, yeah. It
betrayed
seems
the
like because
rocks.
it seems it could be like a scene where Sauron is there, Adar is there, and that commander, this whatever his name is, and he will come from behind and chop
Well,
Adar, something like that.
yeah. We can do the speculation at the end. So what happened on the battlefield? So they were
We
sieging
saw, I mean,
Eregion.
orcs were there; they were ready for battle, and then we saw an elven army coming with Elrond, Gil-galad, and everybody were like, so ready to
Yeah,
fight, and they
but
showed, hey,
before the army arrived, before
uh
Gil-galad and Elrond arrived, they fought from the wall. They
from the wall,
shot
yeah, yeah.
arrows and
Mhm.
everything, and there was an interesting scene which I didn't see it at the time, but I watched some reviews and they pointed it out to me. They had this. Do you remember this scene in the night when the elves shot fire arrows at some bags? Some guy was throwing a bag, and the other elf was shooting the bag, and
Mhm.
then fire was raining
Floating
down on
down, yeah.
everybody. Um, yeah, but they didn't use that to stop the ram machine that the wall for the wall to come down. They
Mhm.
could have used that to stop
Yeah,
them
or
and
maybe
burn the what are they called? These machines that they ram against the destroyer. What was it called?
something I don't know, like a
The
rammer. I don't know.
Ravager. Was it called
I don't know.
Ravager?
I have no idea. But maybe their oil was finished. Whatever they used to create fire.
Yeah, but this was before the night. This was on the day. They shot this bags at night
Ah, okay, okay. So you're saying it happened
after.
later, afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
Anyways,
they're just stupid, or they're like too terrified to think
yeah,
of ways. Yeah,
we always have to remember this is a magical word. Fire
magic.
only works at night.
Yeah, yeah. Where one could see it.
Yeah, well,
As
because
it's
yeah,
coming. Actually.
yeah, right. So yeah, so I don't know. This scene with Damrod, was this before or after? Oh, that was after because the elves were
I.
already on the battlefield. Yeah. So
Uh huh.
okay. So okay, that was the siege and the arrows and stuff like that. So okay, yeah. So then Gil-galad and Elrond. Okay. So
They arrive,
go ahead.
yes, and
Yeah.
they were like, ready to, battle, and we were almost there, like, I think 10 meters away almost, and then it's like, they're like, hey, I have something. I have something, like your commander, Galadriel is with me, and I don't know why they stopped. What was the point? I mean, of course, your army won't touch her, or maybe they were showing that, hey, we'll kill her if you will attack us or
So
something.
this scene
Yeah,
was completely stupid for several
yeah.
reasons. First of all, there was a surprise. The arriving of the elf army was a complete surprise for Ada. He didn't know
Hmm.
that. So he was concentrated fighting the city Eregion.
Hmm.
And basically the elf army came from the back. And they were charging at them at high speed.
Yep.
And then they carried this carriage, this cage with Galadriel to the front where the elves charged. How did
Hmm.
he know that, and how did they put this carriage so quickly to the front? It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it was
And
already at the front. I mean, just
yeah, okay, I grant that. They they happen to attack on the side where we have Galadriel's cage standing around. That's great. Yeah, so yeah, okay, maybe that happened. But
maybe
so
that.
when you see this whole elf army charge, do you think that the ones right on the right edge of the army, that they see what's going on in the middle? That they see,
I
oh,
don't know.
that's Galadriel. Oh, I better stop now.
Yep.
But they all stop at the same time. So yeah, that doesn't make
Almost.
any sense.
Pretty close. I mean, pretty dramatic scene, I would say. Just to
Yeah.
like stop at the.
And somebody should have uh, told Elrond, don't worry about Galadriel. She has plot armor. She cannot die. Go right at it. But nobody told him, so he stopped.
Yeah, he just stopped, and I don't know why, because he's been like miffed with her and not happy and whatever. And I think they also even had a talk once that let me die, don't stop, just kill all these people and whatever.
Oh,
But yeah,
wait. Before yeah, and then after they stopped because they saw that they have Galadriel and Elrond doesn't want her to be killed. They stop and then they go and have some negotiations with Ada, right?
hmm like
So
for
in this
talks.
tent, yeah, and
Yep,
so Gluck or whatever his name is
yep,
holds Galadriel, threatens her with a knife, and Ada wants the ring, yeah, but but Elrond says, "Oh, do you think I'm so stupid and bring it here?"
yep,
Yeah, as we know now, he obviously is so stupid and brought it here because in the end he takes the ring because he had
yep.
it
And he was
with
even
him
like
all the time.
wearing it, right, like a locket.
Yeah, could you see it?
I don't know, like because where else? Because he was not wearing it in his ring, so I'm
No,
assuming it was
no.
a locket.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, and
He was
then
stupid.
um, one sentence I found really good when Galadriel said something, and Ada just said, "The next time she speaks, cut off her tongue."
Just kept charging Elrond.
If she speaks again, cut out her tongue.
You like that?
And I
Okay.
thought, yeah, I can totally understand you, Ada.
Yep, yep. And yeah, I mean, it was interesting because then we got to see a different kind of relationship. Um, what's the word? Angle between Galadriel and Elrond. Um, which I don't know, like if they somehow established from the beginning. It was, they both of them seem like great friends, like pretty close friends, but they never seemed like they could be in love as well. uh because at least from Galadriel's angle, I would say she was never giving any like a vibe that she's into Elrond. I would
Yeah,
rather say
well,
she was more into Sauron, the Halbrand guy.
yeah, right. Yeah, and as you know, or as you not know, at this point in time, Galadriel is married.
As per the lore, you said yes, yeah.
She has a husband called Celeborn, or his other name, Teleporno, right? So yeah, she's married. She was married when she fiddled around with Halbrand, and she's
hmm
married now as well. So, and
Yep.
Celeborn is a very important figure in this whole story, but they completely cut him off just to have this tension between Galadriel and other men. That's the only
hmm
reason. Yeah. And particularly this scene with Elrond, I mean, okay, he did it just to give her this pin or whatever, so she can free
Yeah,
herself.
that could be a good
That
reason,
that
yes.
that was the reason. But how they depicted it, there was real emotion in that kiss. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, like I told you before, yeah, I was screaming at my screen, "Don't do that! She's your mother-in-law."
Yeah.
Because Elrond is married to the daughter of Galadriel.
hmm
Well, I don't know at this time, but probably already at this time, he's married to her daughter.
But I
So
guess I don't know. This should have did this show us the face of Adhar and the other rocks? They're like, "Yeah, what is that? What is
I don't
happening?
know, but
That's your
what they,
mother-in-law. Come on, dude. What
yeah,
are you
then
doing?"
yeah. I don't blame the orcs to not know that, but
Yeah.
the more interesting scene was right after that when they left the tent. Elrond
hmm
and his I don't know officer or what this guy that dies in the end on the horse.
Yep.
When they leave the
Who
tent,
killed him? Who killed that guy? I don't understand.
But I don't know. I don't understand it either.
He
But
was coming from somewhere where there were no
yeah,
orcs. Who killed him?
we don't know. Whatever. But in that scene, when they left the tent, they were discussing. Yeah, don't worry. I've sent a letter to Durin, and the dwarves will appear, and blah blah blah. And of course, one of the guys was talking in Elvish, and the other one was talking in English, which is probably the common language and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they basically gave away their whole battle plan while walking through the orc camp.
Yep. And they assumed that those orcs didn't know what they were saying.
Yeah, right. But there are orcs that speak Elvish.
Yeah.
They don't know. So
That was stupid.
weird.
Yeah, that
That was
particular
weird.
scene was stupid. Yeah, even I thought, I'm like, why is he like? He could have waited for 5 more minutes to
Right.
get out
Like
of
when
that
they're out of the tent,
area.
then they can talk about it. But
Yep.
yeah, they're walking orcs all over the place, and yeah. And then we reach them from the back, slit their throats.
Yep. Yeah. Are you talking about me? Are you gonna split my throat?
Yeah, that was what immediately I was thinking. What? Why are you telling them what your plan is?
Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, and then the next thing we see is then that they charge, that they fight on the battlefield together with the elves from Eregion, and yeah, a big battle, and then Ada says, "Okay, it's done now. We bring the big boy." And it was interesting because, do you remember? It was episode 2 or 3 or something like that, when Damrod the troll first appeared, because the first thing he said when he appeared in the orc camp, he said, "Where is he?" You remember?
Sauron.
Yeah, Damrod entered the camp of the orcs and said to Ada, "Where is he?"
Yep.
That was the only thing he said. Which is the same thing that was carved into this dead body in the last episode, or the second last episode. Where is he was the name of an episode. Where
Was
is
it?
he? Yeah,
Okay.
it was the last episode. Where is he was carved in the body.
Okay.
And that's what
That I did
Damrod
not
said.
notice what was written on his body, but yes, that's what
Yeah,
he said.
yeah.
He was asking for Sauron.
Sauron translated it for the elves. So yeah, what was written on there? And then he said, "Where is he?" And so basically, that's what Damrod. Damrod is obviously has some very beef with Sauron for some reason, and the only thing he wants to do is kill him.
He's not really a traditional good guy.
Yeah. So yeah, and then Ada says, "Yeah, hey, let's bring the big boy." Yeah, and then Gluck or whatever his name is, "Oh, but he will kill our brothers, yeah, and sisters, and maybe some babies also. Do you really want to use Stamrod now?" And Ada is, "I don't care. Oh, don't you love us anymore?" Oh, that's so stupid. This whole orc drama, and we're just here, want to have our peace and stuff. That's not orcs.
That Orc guy, he looks retired. Like he's like, I'm done with this shit. I just wanna go back to like
To my
Mount Doom
family.
and retire. It's just like have fun. Enjoy the rest of my life. Why you bring me to a battle?
Yeah.
So done.
So yeah, and then Damrod. Yeah, that was. I mean, visually it was great. I really enjoyed the scenes with Damrod when you walk through the battlefield, stomping all over the orcs and elves, and grabbing a horse mid run, and throwing it away, and all the arrows in his body and stuff like that. And then he was trying to put a hole into the wall, and everybody was shooting him. Yeah, shoot the troll, shoot the troll. And then what happened then? Arondir jumped on his. I thought the next thing I thought is, okay, now they're going to do exactly the same as in Lord of the Rings, where Legolas was
Legolas
fighting
did
the
that. Yeah,
troll
yeah, yeah.
when he was
Mm-hmm.
shooting
Like, yeah,
arrows in his head, right, from above. I
yeah,
thought, oh
yeah,
no, come on, please don't do this, and they didn't. But yeah,
yep.
yeah. And then he
So, I mean,
fell because why did he fall?
because
Can't
there were a
remember.
lot of the things that happened. They, I think, did something to his feet as well,
Yeah,
that made him fall.
yeah.
Something happened to his leg. I think, what happened? Oh, yeah. They cut down that rammer's, rope, so it like
Aaron did that,
expanded.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they hit him in the stomach, and then
Mhm.
ooh.
Then he
Yeah.
fell. Yeah.
And then Gilgal. So supposedly Gilgalad killed him, but when
Hmm.
you look at the scene, it doesn't really look like Gilgalad killed him because he was stabbing too low.
Hmm.
It
He had a very
it was a
funny line.
weird.
I'll be everywhere where the need is the most, or something like that. He said, when he arrived.
Gilgalad.
Gilgalad. Because Aaron said, "Why? What are you doing here?" And he'll be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, I'll be everywhere where the need is the most," or something like that.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and then Damrod spit some blood and died. So this whole Damrod was completely useless.
Hmm. He did do some, I would say, damage. He expedited that wall breaking process.
No.
So I think they will be able to get in now. But yeah, I think now I think we should move inside the wall.
Yeah,
There was
but
drama happening inside.
before we get inside, then there is this. We already mentioned it when the dwarfs did not arrive. Did you see when then the camera shows the whole battlefield, and there were just a handful of elves left,
Yep.
and they were charging the orc army.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of a sudden, the world was small again.
Yep. They were
And
gone. They
then
were
and then
like,
this hilarious scene with this obviously there are Asian elves as well. This
mm-hmm.
this this one elvish
Lady.
lady.
Yep.
Uh, this was a heroic. And with her last breath,
Yeah.
she fires the arrow that is
Yep.
lit on fire and hits some I don't know thing that explodes. Why do they have bombs and why didn't they use it?
Yeah. They were all trying to, break or destroy that ram or whatever it was, from opening the hole in the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
yeah.
obviously the orcs have some explosives lying around, and this typical scene where when she finally shoots the arrow and the orcs are, and then it hits some I don't know what is it called, a barrel or whatever, and then this barrel
Blast.
explodes.
Yep. But it
Why do
still
they
didn't
have
destroy
explosives
the ram.
there? Hmm?
Still didn't destroy that machine that was like ramming up the wall.
Yeah, but still, I don't know why
Mm.
the orcs had those explosive
It didn't
barrels.
look like that big of a machine actually.
Yeah, but still, I don't understand why they have an explosive barrel and
Hmm.
didn't use it. Don't
Yep.
they know how to make fire or what?
I guess it was just how it was
Yeah,
scripted.
yeah, whatever. So yeah, now let's continue what happened inside of Eregion.
Yes, so there was drama happening inside the walls. We saw Celebrimbor finally realizing that whatever he's seeing, it's a false reality. Because for some reason he was noticing this rat, this mouse.
This mouse. Oh, hello,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Mouse. Hello,
yeah.
Mr.
And he's
Mouse.
like, oh my god, this is like going in a particular pattern. He does the same thing all the time, and that's what actually that gave me an idea that something is wrong. And he looked in the mirror as well, and then he saw like a completely dirty face, and in reality, whatever he was seeing, that he looked fine as well. So he was like living complete like a false reality there. And that's when he confronted Anata that what exactly is happening. And then he tells him, hey, this was all a lie. Sorry, dude. And you created these nine rings for men, and they were not all created by using mithril. It was created by using my blood. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
so that answers the question that we had last time.
Yep.
Where did he have the mithril? The dwarves
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
give
It
him
was just
any
a lie. Yep,
mithril.
yep.
So now we know, okay, he didn't need it because he just made an illusion for
Yeah.
Caliprimbo. And
Durin
so,
didn't give him. Yeah. Durin
yeah,
didn't give
so
him
he
because
cut
he
his
did not
hand.
know.
Why do they always cut their hands? I don't know.
What else they can cut? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Your
mean, other parts of the
fingers.
body would be, cut from here. You can take some blood from here. Like that would look
Yeah.
inappropriate. So
Yeah, that's probably the
the
reason.
hand
Yeah.
is like the easiest way.
So yeah, so they hint that there is some blood magic in the rings, but I don't think that that's according to law, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, he has like some evil blood, for sure.
yeah,
Because he came back to whatever form that he is right now from his blood many years ago when Adar killed him the last
mm,
time. So his
yeah.
blood is definitely something strange.
Yeah, and now
Then
that
yes,
Calibrimbo knows that he fell for an illusion, he is running out and
yep,
trying to do, stop whatever you do, whatever Annatar told you, that's all wrong. Follow my orders again, and he's running on the wall, but nobody follows his orders.
yeah,
And then
hmm
Annatar shows up and yeah, see his blood, he is black blood, and then he holds his hand up and there's red
no
blood.
blood. hmm
And then in one swoop movement that Sauron makes, he throws off this elven smith Miranda or whatever her name
hmm
is off the cliff and off the wall and then down. And we all assume, okay, now they play the same scene. Yeah, she lands down there, and then arrows kill the orc that's running at her. But no, bam, she's dead.
Yeah, Mirdania, I think that's was her name, Mirdania.
No.
And yeah, I mean, she was not really an important character, but she was, seemingly, it at least looked to me that, she was very interested in Sauron, she wanted to explore that relationship, but, unfortunately, Sauron didn't give her a chance and,
No.
and killed her. And
Yeah, and
then
then
then we,
and the
yeah.
next thing we see in Eregion is when Galadriel tells all the soldiers that he is
No, no, no,
Lord
I know that,
Celebrimbor.
no, no,
Yeah. I know
before,
that that's not the next scene, but
yeah,
that's going to happen.
that's
But
going to
before
happen.
that can happen, the last thing we know about Galadriel is she's still in the camp with Ada, but she
No,
has a pin. What does she do with the pin that she received from her son-in-law
son-in-law,
kissing her
son-in-law, yeah.
inappropriately?
hmm hmm I don't know if she enjoyed the case. I mean, but
Yeah,
she definitely got what she needed, the pin.
yeah,
She used to unlock her cuffs, and
mm.
she got out. She put on those orc clothes just to hide from all those orcs, and then she was almost out. But then some orcs were like, "Hey, you are
Can you help
Galadriel,
me
whatever." I
with
think somebody
this
stopped
thing?
her, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And then out of there.
and then we see Ada mourning some fallen orcs, and he
Yeah.
prays some dark. You return to the darkness because he's a follower of Morgoth. So they pray
hmm
to Morgoth.
Yeah. And yeah, there was like an interesting scene as well in a way because like this Adar character, he also has a lot of empathy. You know, he loves his children, but he doesn't love them as much because he's ready to kill them by letting that what's the troll even kill his own children, right? But on the other hand, like moments like this when he's actually giving them like proper burial or whatever, like probably sending off, right? And then that's when Galadriel was almost going away, but then she's like stood there for a few seconds just to see what's happening. And I don't know, like what they were trying to show us is that Galadriel now thinks, hey, he has some kind of a humanity in him, some empathy in him.
Yeah.
It's not all bad. Other.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, then eventually we see Arundir coming into the picture and saving Galadriel. And it's like, no, I'm going to kill, Ada right here, right now. And she's like,
Yeah, he
hey,
should
no,
have
dude.
done that.
A few moments later.
Arondir wants to kill Ada. That's the only reason he is there. That's why he followed the orcs to find Ada. But Galadriel tells him, "No, don't kill him here. Kill him later when it's not so convenient like it's here. Because we all know that Arondir is a master bowman and he can shoot a fly from 10 miles away." In the eye, but Ada is right in front of him. One arrow and he would be out. But he agrees. Yeah. I better face him on a battlefield when I'm in a disadvantage. That's much better.
I guess he respected the order, that coming from.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Arondir follows the orders of Galadriel because she's the leader of the Northern Army, and he's probably maybe a part of the army. So yeah, so he's following orders. So that I totally understand, but it's stupid.
Yeah, it's true.
nonetheless.
It's true. Yeah, then we basically saw, that we already discussed that when they took part in the battle, and then Galadriel is on her way to Eregion. Somehow.
Yeah, and also Arondir. So they both get into Eregion through this
Tunnel,
secret
yeah, something like that.
dwarven tunnel.
We never saw that, but yeah. And then I think after that scene when we saw Mirdania getting killed, that time Sauron took Celebrimbor back to the castle, and it's like, hey, you have to continue working on the rings, else I'm gonna destroy your whole city. The only way you can save your city is by creating those rings, and continue your stuff. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna do that, but I know we could see that he's still not fully ready, and he showed that by stealing those rings.
Yeah, well, he already finished the rings. They are already done. So what he then tries to do is destroy them by throwing them in the fire, but this doesn't work out. So he puts them in a pouch and takes them with him and tries to flee with them. But he gets captured by the soldiers that are now following the orders of Annatar. And they want to bring him back. And then that's when Galadriel appears. No, he is the lord of Eregion. So, and then Celebrimbor gives the pouch with the rings to Galadriel.
That
He
was
says,
stupid.
"Here, take the rings
That was stupid.
Bring them
Because
into safety."
see,
why?
Why I think it's stupid? Because yes, Galadriel has the rings. She's so far away now with those rings. I don't know, because now he's still there, the Celebrimbor who can make more rings. Because somehow Sauron has to come up with some strategy, some reasoning to force him to do it again. Because now Mithril is not needed. He can cut his hand again and give him more blood to make those. And the thing is, he should have cut his both hands, so he's no longer able to make any kind of rings because he still can. He just lost his thumb. That's all he lost. And the rest of his body is still working.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I think it would have been better if both of them left, together, and the soldiers would just fight Sauron.
There's no reason for Celebrimbor to stay.
I don't know.
What
It
was
was
his
like
reason?
it's
Why
my
would he want
city.
to
I will
stay?
protect it or whatever. That was silly.
Yeah, whatever. But then we finally see that the scene where Arondir is on the battlefield and Ada is moving along and killing everybody left and right, and then finally we get the scene. Ada finally stands in front of Ada and is ready to kill him, like he wanted to do just a few minutes ago. But Ada, and kills him.
I mean, he really thought that he would.
And then he takes the ring from Elrond's neck, and that's it. So basically, they lost everything they wanted to protect, except of course, with the 9 rings maybe. But other than that,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's basically the end of the episode. So do you think that Arondir is dead, or do they magically put him back
I
to
think you
life?
should.
Oh, he's heavily wounded. Yeah, take care of him. And then he finds his love interest, not Miranda, of course, because she died. Maybe she's
It
alive
would be
still.
weird if
We
he's
don't
still
know.
alive, though. I mean, I really don't care about that character. It's okay, he's there, but uh,
Yeah. So. Okay. Let's have a guess. Tomorrow we're gonna know. Does Arondir survive this stabbing
I would
of
say
Ada?
maybe yes, because the way they showed that particular scene where Adar was killing him, it left it seemed unfinished to me. The way he just like left him like, I don't care, whether he lives or dies. So I think he might be alive. He might be alive. Yeah, I would say 60% alive, 40% dead.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't make sense that he would still live. And the other thing is, uh, they would have they could have used Nenya to cure him as they did
Yeah.
with the other elf. But that's not possible either because Ada took Nenya away. So
Yeah, that
that's
just
not an
makes me
option.
think that like he
So, yeah.
brought that ring into the battleground, and
Yes, that's stupid. He could have placed him somewhere outside the
or
battlefield
even
in
or
some box, and then here on this in this trump in this tree stump. I hide it here. After the battle, I
yeah.
can get it back. No, he's taking. Hey, Ada, come here. Here's
That's
Nenya.
stupid for like a high rank elven officer, like a commander like him. It's like stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid. I mean that's what I see usually, like
yeah.
villains are the ones who make a lot of strategies, but the good guys, they just show up with no plan whatsoever. And it's like, okay, we're just gonna fight and no plan. Oh, we had like fire as well. We could have used it, but no. We would only use it at certain points. Uh right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only at night.
They just don't
Only at
have
night.
brains. The good guys are all the dumbest people. Uh, Crazy.
No.
But yeah, I guess we can wrap this up and share our final view about the episode. So I would say for me,
Yeah.
overall I liked it. Overall I liked the episode. The reason is because whatever I saw, it was quite grand. The battle was, the fight scenes were good. Whatever they was trying to achieve was good, but yes, the story issues, the choices that they made, they could have been better. But yeah, overall I liked it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it was definitely the best of the
Yeah.
episodes in this season two so far because the action scenes. Then now we
Yeah.
finally saw a battle with more than 5 people uh, until the end, where they made the same mistake again, like a handful of elves charging the whole orc army. But yeah, so visually it was good. The special effects were great. Yeah, the story flaws were not so in your face and obvious, so you have to think about them a little bit. Right? But sometimes this one scene with the where he spills all the plans in the orc camp and the kissing of Elrond and Galadriel. But other than that, the rest is okay. So far the best episode
Yeah.
in this
And
whole season.
yeah, I'm hoping the next one, the last one, would be even better, because hopefully they'll close a few things up and then leave us wanting for more. I don't know if you will be excited for the next season. I'm still into the show even after a lot of the things
Hmm.
that they have changed. But it's okay. I'm also starting to
No.
treat it as that they have taken a lot of liberty over the storyline, and they're doing their own thing. Characters are, yes, the names are there. Some things are still kept as it is, but most of it they have changed. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, so what do you think? But we still have not wrapped up the storyline for this
Oh yeah,
Gandalf
they
and
haven't shown
Saruman
them in this
thing.
episode, and good thing. I really don't want to see their story. It's boring.
and we still have the storyline in Numenor with
And they're
Alfarazon
not
and
really part
stuff.
of this thing right
And
now. Whatever is happening in Numenor, it does not really affect
yeah, and
Sauron
we
right now.
still don't know what with
Yeah.
Theo and Isildur and Astrid.
What
So
happened? I
many
mean, this
loose ends.
Arondir guy, he came here on his own. He didn't bring Isildur.
Yeah,
Where was he?
yeah, yeah. He followed those orcs that he killed for no
Uh-huh.
reason in the woods.
Okay.
And yeah, he remember the scene where he pulled one of this orc's arms. He pulled a little map
Mhm.
that showed where they had to go. How convenient! Oh, there they're going. Oh, they're going to Eregion. That's great. And he was there
Orcs are nice.
immediately
Orcs are very,
because,
very
like
detailed.
we
They
know,
have plans.
yeah, the orc army went to Eregion for weeks and weeks. But Arondir, yeah, for me,
On
it's just
foot. And
I'm
also
there
yeah.
on foot. Yeah, well, the orcs, on the other hand, are also on
Yeah.
foot. They don't have.
And like
horses.
when this Elven army came, and I was like, oh, this time they're on horses. They didn't march on foot.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, let's see how that final episode comes out to be.
Yeah. So yeah, we should see Balrog destroying Khazad Dûm, Isildur and Elendil finally reunite and founding the Gondor. Okay, that's a little bit too much.
I don't think that much is gonna happen in this episode. We'll see other dead in this episode, most likely.
Yeah. So Elendil has to build Minas Tirith, the big city, the big white city. he has to build this city until the next season. I don't know. Yeah, we already know that the timing is completely off because first of all, the wizards are not there in this age. Elendil and Isildur, they are basically at the end of the second age, right? And the second age lasted for thousands of years, and the rings were crafted at the beginning of the second age, and so on and so forth. There's so much off.
And I
whatever.
Yesterday I started watching the Lord of the Rings series again. I started with the first movie again. Didn't watch it full, just watched half. Until that point, yeah, I mean, I could recollect all the things that they are showing now and what was actually shown in Lord of the Rings, like those character names and all that. And there was this scene when Gandalf was, went to some kind of a library of some sort to read about this ring, the One Ring. And so he had no idea. So, I mean, like you were saying, that he was not in this age. So that this Ishtar should not be Gandalf, ideally.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, he only arrived at the third age when Isildur had the ring already. So he doesn't know anything about the crafting of the rings. He wasn't there. He wasn't around at the time. So yeah. Then well, let's what we watched the eighth and last episode, and we'll give you
Whole
our
season review
opinion
together.
in the next. And we do a whole season take what we thought about it, and then I guess that's it for this one, and then we see you
in the next one.
Till then,
Bye.
bye bye.